Hi guys, my name is Nonema Degela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my Facebook page. Welcome to my TikTok channel or page. Today, the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry continues with the testimony of Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, Head of Crime Intelligence, a division at the SAPS, South African Police Services Department. Mr. Khumalo's appearance comes against him also being implicated on allegations of interference, corruption, and power struggles at the highest levels of law enforcement. Currently, he is under indictment on fraud and corruption charges linked to irregular appointments. Khumalo is expected to face tough questioning from the commissioners regarding those irregular appointments and stuff. But his evidence may help and shed light on the internal workings of the political killings task team and claims of external meddling in police operations by individuals that are not supposed to be doing that. Okay? That's what we are hoping to deal with today. He told the Madlanga Commission this morning that the political killings task team's disbandment was driven by powerful figures who felt threatened because they thought that they were being investigated, or their syndicates or their cartels were being investigated. He added that while he has substantial evidence, it cannot be shown on camera as it could compromise ongoing investigations or some of police operations. He also mentioned that he will address the disbandment of the political killings task team and the retaliation against it by members of the police. He says in his view, the efforts to disband the political killings task team were driven by particular criminal cartel which was motivated by the mistaken belief that they were responsible for a Gauteng counterintelligence organized crime investigations. He also said he will apply for certain of his testimony to be heard in camera, not in public. This is to protect the integrity of certain criminal investigations. So that's why some of those things we won't hear or see. And then he says he has served for 34 years as the police officer and excelled in all policing environments. And he says he is the project coordinator of the political killing task team since July 2018. And he has a role that he plays, and also he said he will show the role that is played by organized crime cartel in the attempt to close the political killings task team. In his view, that attempt to disband the political killings task team was due to the influence of a particular organized crime cartel over the Ministry of Police as well as the South African Police Services, who mistakenly thought that the political task team was investigating the same cartel. We already touched on this, right? And then Uti, he will give some of his testimony in public, but there is considerable more evidence at his disposal that cannot be shared in a public space. Following the reasons, some of the evidence will expose their methodologies and will expose their informant resources, taking into consideration the current threat assessment of the Gauteng organized crime, Gauteng counterintelligence investigation. He also said that should there be an instance where current criminal investigation enable the sharing of additional information, that information will be shared. And then he spoke about the political killings task team, that it was formed to ensure that those responsible for political killings task team in KZN were held responsible. He said it had become clear that initial investigations into those cases was not resulting in any resolution. And he also says he developed a strategy of analysis-driven investigation using organized crime approach. And then Umadlanga pointed out that Mkhwanazi and Masemula had testified that the political killings task team cases adopted a prosecutor-driven approach and asked him for explanation of analysis-driven investigations. And then he says analysis-led is the initial approach or the initial plan that they developed at the beginning of the project. The integrated approach came few months down the line. He said having an analysis approach meant bringing in different experts from within the police to work in a coordinated approach. He says the political killings task team moved away from being investigator driven to being analysis driven, and he says that the analysis-driven approach was used by the political killings task team in its investigation of several murders and attempted murders at Fort Hare University, for which the university's head of security vetting, Isaac Plaatjes, was later arrested, who was part of the people that were supposedly leading the investigation inside. These murders had nothing to do with political killings task team, he added or admitted, but the political killings task team was used their analysis-led technique to investigate those contract killings. And then he also said that Advocate Adila Hassim SC, who represented South Africa in its genocide case against Israel in the International Court of Justice, is the one that is leading Khumalo's evidence today. We will talk about the why in another video. And then Khumalo said that while he was acting crime intelligence head when Mkhwanazi was the acting national commissioner between 2011 and 2012, he faced several issues. It was during the time when the division was in the public space for more negative reasons, one might say similar to what we experienced since the beginning of this year. During the period that Khumalo is referencing, Richard Mdluli was the head of crime intelligence. During 2011 and 2012, there were attempts by the acting management to put a stop to most of these issues that were negatively affecting the environment. To sum them up, there was a misuse of resources as well as methodologies of the environment. Attempts were made to correct all those mistakes, Khumalo said. He referred back to Mkhwanazi's testimony about the period where he referenced a number of alleged efforts to protect Mdluli. Khumalo also said the division was attempting to move away from those situations, but then unfortunately it did not happen because all the acting heads that I've cited then happened then to be moved away. Madlanga then asked about the evidence of Mkhwanazi, who was acting national commissioner at the time, that he decided to leave. Khumalo says, yes, in his testimony, it is exactly like the commissioner is reflecting. He decided to move, but not out of free will. So it was the case with also the two of us, the same situation. And Khumalo and his supporters have sought to portray him as seeking to clean up crime intelligence. He testified that under his leadership, crime intelligence operational performance has improved significantly, specifically in relation to the identification of national security threats. Khumalo also reports about crime intelligence from Parliament Portfolio Committee of Intelligence, the Auditor General, and the Inspector General of Intelligence for the past 2 years, all demonstrate the improvement. He said the purpose of the crime intelligence is to provide actionable intelligence to affect effective policing. Mkhwanazi earlier testified that the IGI's efforts to investigate alleged crime intelligence property purchases was part of the criminal cartel strategy. Guys, I'm going to come back with more of these reports as we move along with Khumalo's evidence. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. My time is ending here.